we now have 3 branches that are functional. Hallelujah. We have got 3 branches, physical branches of our ministry that are functional. We have got the Johannesburg branch. Like I said in previous announcements, they've been doing church services for close to a month now. And we have got the Harare branch, which started church services recently. And we have got the Nairobi, Kenya branch, which is also functional, though we are yet to appoint a pastor. There is no pastor as yet. I'm the one who is coordinating church services on Sunday and other meetings as well. Hallelujah. We are assisting them until God appoints someone to be the leader of that branch. Hallelujah. So these new branches, they are new in every sense. They were not existing. So they've got certain needs that have been highlighted by the coordinators. 2 of the branches, they now have pastors. The Harare branch has got a pastor called Pastor Lindani Spand. And the Johannesburg branch has got a pastor as well, called Pastor William Zimunyu. As I said, in Nairobi, we are yet to appoint a pastor there. We have got 4 coordinators who are responsible for meetings, but I'm the one who is actually running that branch from this side. Hallelujah. That's why you realize that on Sundays, I delay to come to this place, because I start by giving the sermon and also ministering to the saints that side. But obviously we won't be doing that in the long run. At a certain point, we will have to appoint, with the help of the Spirit of God, a pastor to actually guide the work that is going on there. So these 3 branches, they need PA systems. At the initial stages, they don't need very comprehensive or very expensive PA systems. We need just a basic PA system, like what we are using right now here. It's not a complicated PA system. So in Johannesburg, they've actually started fundraising. So to the best of my knowledge, when I checked yesterday, they had raised around 12,000 rands towards the purchase of a basic PA system, so that they can do their services efficiently, especially when many people come, because at the present moment they don't have a PA system. So they have to rely on hiring, and hiring PA systems in South Africa is very expensive. We're checking a certain PA system, which we were thinking of hiring for the meeting when I'm going to be in Johannesburg next week. We discovered that they were charging 9,000 rands. So when we discussed with the people who are leaders that side, we resolved that it's better for us to use the money that has been raised and the other monies that we are going to mobilize to just buy a basic PA system like the one which we came with some weeks ago. That one with the baby speakers, which has got these powerful speakers, which you can carry in a suitcase. So that's what we were discussing with the coordinators. So I believe Pastor Mbus is still liaising with the leaders and the coordinators in Johannesburg. So they've raised a bit of money. By the time I go there next week, we would have purchased the basic components of a PA system, which are 2 speakers. Our desire is to buy powered ones, but they are a bit expensive. But we believe that we're going to have a breakthrough because we want to eliminate the amplifier, the need for the amplifier. So, those who want to be part of what is taking place in these 3 branches, they can contact Pastor Mbus or contact us on the information that is appearing on your screen so that we can capacitate these branches. Because you look at the branch in Johannesburg and the branch in Harare and also in Nairobi, those branches, they can be potentially bigger than this local branch that we have here. Because they are not only branches in heavily populated places, but according to the statistics that we have, those branches are located in places where we have got a greater following than the following that we have in Bulawayo. So when people hear that there is a revival, like we are planning revivals in all of these 3 branches, they will come in their numbers. Obviously, we will need to have a complete PA system by then in each of the branches. We can then hire to augment, not to hire everything. It will be too expensive and will be wasting a lot of money. Just imagine taking 9,000 rands of money which they have raised to hire a PA system for a few hours, and then you have completely lost the 9,000 rands. It means you will be hiring for the rest of your life. So, as a church organization with a vision, God has inspired us to acquire our own basic PA systems in each of these branches so that we can effectively conduct church services. So those who want to assist, they can contact the ministry on the information, using the information which is appearing on your screen. Pastor Mbusi and other leaders of our secretariat will connect whoever wants to assist or to contribute with the leaders and the coordinators of these branches. Hallelujah. Yes. The good thing is that we now have leaders in Johannesburg, we now have leaders in Harare, and we also have leaders in Nairobi, Kenya. So the role of Pastor Mbusi will be to coordinate or to act as a liaison officer with the other people in the secretariat. They will act as liaison officers to connect those who want to assist. Because some people have been blessed by God. You may discover that there are certain saints who are part of this ministry who may be interested in buying everything as a family or as individuals. So that is still also acceptable. We'll be contributing to the salvation of souls. Hallelujah. So the money we want to receive it this side, it will be relayed to the branches, because in each and every branch there is a secretariat for accountability purposes, so that the resources of the minister are properly managed. Just like we have a secretariat here to do budgets and other logistics of running the ministry. So in each and every branch, in addition to the church leader or church leaders, we have got a secretariat to facilitate the day-to-day running of the branches, so that we don't have a situation where the pastor will be running around doing a lot of things. So it's those people in the secretariat, obviously with their overall leader, the past, who will be deciding, looking at the economics and the effectiveness of the PA system as well, on which type of PA system to purchase. So in Johannesburg, South Africa, Pastor Mbusi and other secretariat members will connect those who want to contribute with Sister Ndlovu. Sister Ndlovu is the chief coordinator for South Africa, Lesotho and Swaziland. She has been in that position for years, and she's the one who coordinated our visit and ministration to East London. She's the one who was liaising with the people on the ground in East London. So our job was just to go after she had done all the preparations. So Pastor Mbusi and others in the secretariat will link whoever wants to contribute with Sister Ndlovu. And then for the Harare branch, our secretariat will link those who want to assist and contribute with Pastor Lindani's band. And then for the Nairobi branch, our secretariat will link those who want to contribute towards the PA system with Sister Max Miller and Sister Victoria. Sister Max Miller and Sister Victoria. Sister Victoria is the coordinator for the whole of Kenya, and Sister Max Miller is the coordinator for Nairobi. So we have got the regional coordinator for the whole of Kenya. It's Sister Victoria. And then the coordinator for Nairobi is Sister Max Miller. We are yet to appoint the coordinator for Eldoret, because the Eldoret branch has been doing services together with the Nairobi branch via Zoom. Hallelujah. So we will constitute a proper branch when we go to do a physical revival that side, which is what we are preparing for. So in Kenya, in Nairobi, Kenya, I'm also reliably informed that the laptop that was being used to facilitate the Zoom meetings, where you saw me preaching and praying for people, that laptop is a borrowed laptop. It belongs to the son of one of the members of that branch. So that son is now disturbed in terms of reading, starting during Sunday service days. And also, I'm reliably informed that in early May, the son will be going back to school. So he will need his laptop, meaning to say, we won't be having a laptop, and I may not be able to interact with the saints in Nairobi. So you saw people being slain in the spirit. It was facilitated by a borrowed laptop. So we have to buy our own laptops as a ministry that side. So Pastor Mbusi will link up with the coordinators in Nairobi so that they buy proper laptops which can render videos without any struggle. Yes, so all the details will be taken care of. Hallelujah. Yeah, because we have to surrender with thanksgiving the laptop that we were using so far. So that's what we're working on. So if someone can contribute a laptop in Nairobi, Kenya, then we'll link you up with the coordinators, Sister Max Miller and Sister Victoria, so that we'll be able to have that laptop which they were using for broadcasting and another laptop for processing videos, in addition to the PA system. And then we will also, for Nairobi, we will also need a camera just a camcorder, a simple video camera as well. At the present moment, they are using someone's camera. So we also need a camera. The reason why people are able to see us on YouTube, when you visit us physically, you can see how many cameras we have in this place. And we have got very advanced cameras. This is not cheap stuff. Look at your neighbor and say, this is not cheap stuff. These are very good cameras. If you have attended events which are held by government officials or government departments or conferences, you will see them using these types of cameras. So this is what we need for Nairobi. Of course, when we go to do a revival there, we will carry 2 of our cameras. Yes. So maybe 1 or 2 of our cameras, but that side, they also need to have a proper camera. Not a camera for taking videos of a family when they are having a holiday at Victoria Falls, or when they are having a holiday at Mombasa or in Maputo or Durban. You don't need that, because such a camera can easily malfunction. So we need a proper state-of-the-art camera. Obviously, we need cameras even in other places, but in Kenya, we've got a large following, so we need very strong equipment on that side. Of course, when we are doing a revival, we're going to source equipment from elsewhere, from friends and the partners of the ministry, but you can't plow a very big field with a borrowed plow. You can't do that. In our language, there is a saying which says a borrowed hoe, a hoe for cultivating, does not finish, it does not finish an acre, because I don't know what Ndima is in English. It doesn't finish the field. Yes, I'm directly translating. So borrowed things are a challenge, because there was a time when we did a revival in many years ago, almost 10 years ago. And then many people came, and even during the Sunday service they came. And the owner of the JPL speakers came and took his speakers in the middle of the Sunday service. And we were left with our little waftel speakers to finish the service. That's where we learned our lessons, that you don't use borrowed equipment to do the work of God. Hallelujah. Yes, so that's that. On other details, you are going to be provided by Pastor Mbos. Obviously, when you are setting up a church branch, there are so many needs, but the immediate needs are these ones which I've just highlighted. The need for PA system equipment, and also things like laptops to facilitate the gathering of information, because we don't believe in people just clapping hands and you are not recording anything. The reason why we've got such a big book is because someone was recording. The reason why we have got a pipe is because God raised the people who are recording, and nowadays we've got a very advanced technology to record whatever God is doing among us. So it's our persuasion that we need to invest in that. When we do that, the messages that we share, they empower a lot of people.